was calling out prosecutors all across the state of California about not prosecuting certain crimes and basically letting criminals go free. He was recently out there picking up trash and cleaning up trash because the Freightliners were literally getting hopped on, bolts cut, ripped open, and people were just stealing everything out of the Amazon crates and everything. They were like stealing vaccination kits, they were stealing Amazon packages, and it was like littering the side of the railways. And you know, this goes back to like what we said about George Gascon and what he did in San Francisco and what San Francisco is doing now, and how they basically just do not seek charges for certain individuals when they really should be seeking charges.
It's really disappointing, and like I'm honestly happy. This is like one thing I'm glad Newsom did, but at the same time, it doesn't excuse all the other horrible, terrible political. But this is a really big problem because if you don't prosecute these people, they're just going to continually just steal packages from people all over the place. And now that Amazon is as big as it is, people really are depending on it.
Yeah, and there's other things. I mean, like a lot of black families and Latino and Hispanic communities are really annoyed with the DAs. I mean, like Desiree Andrade, her son Julian was murdered in 2018. And basically, all the special circumstances that would have gotten the death penalty or life without parole for the people who killed her son were all dropped. So now they only face 25 years with the possibility of parole. And then you have the family of a Los Angeles banking executive who was beaten to death by her boyfriend, and he will now at most get 10 years with a chance of parole when he had all these other special circumstance charges that would have added on years because he beat his girlfriend to death.
That sounds like premeditated too.
Exactly. And then there's remember we talked about the teen who stole his shoes on OfferUp and was shot,
right,
robbed, and they stole his car. And then they didn't even charge the kids because they were underage with the gun and with they attempted the attempted murder, and they only charged them with like robbery. So I mean these
is crazy if they don't think people need more jail time.
That's my point.
But also jail needs to be reformed at the same time.
People like us, like normal people, can literally go and say like, hey, justice reform is taking laws off the book that are racist or specifically discriminate against people,
right,
and their race.
And then making sure you actually reform the criminals.
Exactly. Or like, for example,
not lessening charges.
Public forfeiture, making it where you actually have to show evidence that the person is a criminal to take their property.
Right.
Right? Or there's like a special rule for police officers where if they've never done it before, they can get off because of some law across the nation. Like that's like justice reform, right? Putting things in place to, you know, make these people actually be reformed and, you know, getting laws off the book that, you know, don't need to be there. But we have now is just like, oh yeah, just give them lesser sentences. And these are like the heinous individuals that are like killing people, robbing people, shooting people.
Right, these aren't like these aren't like the normal 2-bit criminal who's just like robbing a few $1,000 from like Target or something. No, this is someone who's like, these are like
murderers, killers, beaters, rapists, and you're just like, why are you seeking lesser charges on the people that are actually doing wrong? I mean, I think that, you know, they should be seeking more charges on even people that do petty crime, like at Target, because it's just so bad now. But there's just so many aspects. It's like, are you surprised there's all these smash and grabs? Like, they're not worried about getting arrested. I mean, look at the zero bail policy.
Oh yeah, that doesn't fix the problem. That's just like, it honestly is making it a lot worse.
Exactly.
Even with the smash and grabs.
I just don't understand how people continue to vote for these people and support these people. And again, we have elections coming up. It's like, how are you going to continue to support these people? And you look at the way your city is, the crime, the homelessness, the poverty, the dirt and trash left everywhere. And you're like, why am I voting for this person as mayor? Why am I voting for this person as DA? Nothing is going to change. So, I mean, I think George Gascon is approaching another recall election. So I hope.
Another one?
Yeah, another one. Because the first one failed because they didn't get enough signatures, but I'm hoping that they actually get this one going because he needs to go.
No, he needs to get the fuck up out of this country or state. Like, he's
I mean, even the fact that Newsom is finally coming down and saying like, hey, we need to prosecute these people, it says something. If the governor, who's literally a hardcore Democrat, literally is driving people out of the state, you know, raising taxes on freaking solar, like the person who's literally pushing people out of the state is telling you, hey, we need to be harder on crime. I mean,
you need to be harder on crime.
Yeah.
Like, there's no excuse.
Yeah. But check out some of our other videos about George Gascon and, you know, some other LA City Council members and, you know, corruption and whatnot. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.